World leaders and tech executives gathered in New Delhi for the India AI Impact Summit 2026. On stage, they talked about governance, job disruption, regulation, and global cooperation. Off stage, the conversation revolved around money, because artificial intelligence is now attracting one of the biggest waves of private investment in modern history, and the scale is almost impossible to picture. According to a US-based research firm Gartner, global AI spending is expected to reach $2.5 trillion in 2026. That's a 44% jump compared to 2025. By 2027, it could cross $3.3 trillion. Let's pause there and imagine this. If you stacked $100 bills, $1,000 would be 1 centimeter high. 1 million would fit inside a briefcase. 1 billion would create a structure roughly 5 meters tall. And if you spend $1 every second, it would take 11 and a half days to spend $1 million. 31 years to spend 1 billion, 31,000 years to spend 1 trillion. That's the scale of capital flowing into AI. According to the 2025 AI Index report by Stanford University, between 2013 and 2024, global corporate investment in AI reached $1.6 trillion. To understand how massive that is, compare it to some of the biggest projects in history. The Manhattan Project cost about $36 billion in today's money. The Apollo program cost around $250 billion. The International Space Station cost roughly around $150 billion. The Interstate highway system cost about $620 billion. In just over a decade, AI investment has exceeded all of those individually. And here's what makes it even more significant. This wasn't a wartime project. It wasn't a single government initiative. It was private capital, venture capital firms, corporate and R&D, tech giants, global investors. This is arguably the largest privately financed technological wave we have ever seen. The United States dominates. Between 2013 and 2024, US companies spent $471 billion on AI. That's about 62% of the global private funding. Nearly 7,000 AI startups were funded in that period. China is second with $119 billion and over 1,600 startups. The United Kingdom follows at $28 billion. After that, the number drops significantly. Canada, Israel, Germany, India, France, South Korea, and Singapore are all in single or low double digits in billions. It's important to note that these numbers exclude government programs like the US CHIPS Act or European AI subsidies. So the real total investment is even higher. Now, here's something that often gets overlooked. Most of this spending isn't going into flashy AI apps or chatbots. According to Gartner, the biggest chunk of projected 2026 spending, which is about $1.37 trillion, is going into AI infrastructure. That means data centers, chips, servers, power grids, cooling systems. Then you have AI services at $589 billion. AI software at $452 billion, AI cybersecurity at $51 billion, machine learning platforms and AI models making a smaller shares. In other words, AI is becoming heavy industry. It's not just code, it's concrete electricity and silicon. Now that the India AI Impact Summit has concluded, the bigger question is, where does India and the broader global south fit into the trillion-dollar race? India is positioning itself as a major digital economy and a voice in global AI governance. But the financial reality shows that the US and China still dominate the capital layer, the infrastructure layer. For countries like India and Pakistan, the strategic questions are: who controls the computing power? Who owns the foundational models? Who sets the regulatory standards? And who captures the economic value? Because once spending crosses $3 trillion a year, this is no longer just a tech story, it's a geopolitical story. AI is becoming as foundational as highways, electricity, and telecommunications were in the last century, and the countries that invest the most today could define the rules of the digital economy tomorrow.